This is the brand new Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, and this product is pretty highly anticipated because Samsung didn't release the Galaxy Watch 2, so they just skipped from the original Galaxy Watch that was released like about 2 years ago directly to this Galaxy Watch 3. And today we are here to tell you our experience of using the Galaxy Watch 3 for about a week. And first, let's start off with the design of this watch first. So when you first look at it, the design is kind of reminiscent of the original Galaxy Watch. It is still sticking to the traditional luxury timepiece kind of look. And this time it's beautiful, thin, and it also has that rotating bezel like before. And I would say that the bezel is now less noisy because the rotating bezel doesn't have any printing on it. So it's just one piece of metal there. And the buttons, they kind of look similar to those luxury timepieces as well. So they just protrude out like this and then you can press, and it also has a very nice tactile feedback. And the Galaxy Watch 3 is also available in two different sizes. So it is available in the 45mm size that we have here and also the smaller 41mm size. And I would like to just comment about the color options, because if you want to get the 45mm version, it is only available in Mystic Black or Mystic Silver. Whereas if you want to get it in Mystic Bronze like the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, you will have to opt in for that smaller 41mm size. I'm not sure why Samsung has every other thing else announced during the Unpacked event available in Mystic Bronze except for the 45mm version of the Galaxy Watch. But anyway, the Galaxy Watch 3 also comes with this leather strap, just like usual, and you can swap it out if you want to. So I think you can use a 22mm strap size and you can just unleash the latch here and just swap to whatever you want. And the screen, so the 45mm version here uses a 1.4-inch screen, whereas the 41mm uses a 1.2-inch screen. They are both using the exact same circular Super AMOLED display with 360 by 360 pixels in resolution, and it is also protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass DX. So I would just say that the colors on this new screen is just fantastic. I really love it, and using outdoors is obviously without an issue because, well, it's just really bright. And the watch faces, of course you can customize to whatever style you want, but Samsung developed something new, which is aptly called My Style. So this My Style here is for you to just take a picture of whatever you want to use as your watch face color, and then it will automatically create some sort of pattern or texture that just goes along with the color that you selected. And within this My Style, you can also customize a few more things like how the clock is supposed to be shown, I mean your time, and then you can also select what the 4 quadrants here, they are calling it complications, which is a term that I'm not familiar with. And these 4 quadrants can be selected to either be shortcuts or to show some information on whatever you want. So what I have here is just a few simple ones like voice memo, weather, PowerPoint controller, which we'll get into later, and then another one which is the feels like temperature, because in Malaysia it's very hot. But if My Style isn't suited for your style, then you can actually just head back into the Samsung's Galaxy store and then select from a whole library of user-created watch faces. Mind you, there are a lot of paid and also free watch faces ranging from classic luxury timepiece kind of watch face looks and also some animated cartoonish ones. So it really goes without saying that you can customize the watch face to however you want. And the brand new Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 can also become your personal trainer, which is why Samsung is giving such a big emphasis in health this time around. So there are over 120 fitness programs built into the watch. So yeah, the watch will tell you how you can exercise, you just have to follow what it says. And there are a lot of workouts ranging from indoors to outdoors to cycling, swimming, and they just have a wide variety of them. Even weightlifting, if I'm not mistaken. And one new feature here is that the Galaxy Watch 3 has something called Advanced Running Analysis. So it can detect if your running posture is more swayed towards the left or right side. And posture is very important so that you won't overstrain one part of your body and then eventually maybe hurt yourself. And the Galaxy Watch 3 also has some new sensors. And this sensor, it might not sound like much, but it actually detects if you are breathing correctly and if you are getting the correct oxygen level in your body. And this is definitely not a replacement for professional medical consultancy, but it can somewhat detect that if you are just maybe not getting the proper oxygen level due to respiratory problems, maybe like, I don't know, asthma, collapsed lungs, pneumonia, all of those stuff, even bronchitis. It might show you signs of hypoxia, but again, please seek professional help if you feel like something's wrong with your body. Anyway, one more new sensor with the Galaxy Watch 3 is fall detection. So it is built inside the Galaxy Wearables app. There's a segment called SOS. So the new SOS segment now has a new option called fall detection, where you can add your preferred contacts to ping them if in case any fall is detected. And I think this feature is especially useful for the elderly and also for those who require special needs. So once you set the contacts, whenever a fall is detected, then the watch will contact them by sending your location to them. And Samsung also considered the fact that it might have false positives. So there is 1 minute grace period after you fall down. The phone will ask you if you really did fall down or not. So if you didn't fall down, just swipe the notification away. And if you really did fall down, then within 1 minute, it will send your location to your preferred contacts. And one of the brand new features with the Galaxy Watch 3 that I can personally relate to, and it literally helped me, is sleep detection. So I'm personally not really a, how do you say this, normal sleeping routine kind of guy. But let me just tell you a story. My neighborhood isn't exactly friendly. My next door neighbor is someone who always starts his Harley Davidson super bikes. I'm not sure if it's Harley Davidson, but I did see 1 or 2 of them there. He starts those bikes at 2 in the morning. And when he starts that, the entire street just listens to his bike. And then my opposite door neighbor will have his dog barking for like 15 minutes straight. Remember, this is 2 in the morning. And sometimes the dog will wake up at about 7 in the morning and also bark for 15 minutes non-stop. And with that in mind, I've been living in this condition for a very long time, so I've really gotten used to it. But when I started wearing the Galaxy Watch 3 for the past week, I realized that this sleep pattern needs to change. And most importantly, I need to get a good night's sleep. So this watch is able to track REM sleep time, my light sleep time, my deep sleep time, and also my awake time. So what's important here is that when I open what's tracked on the watch in the Galaxy Health app on this phone, I can see it in a dashboard to say what kind of sleep cycle range that I'm supposed to get. It's kind of difficult, I just show you a screenshot here. And Samsung also culminates everything and then rate your sleep with a score. So my typical night sleep, if the dogs are barking and the bikes are running at 2 in the morning, I get a sleep score of 30 out of 100. Which is why I always feel sleepy for the entire day, even right after I wake up. I just want to go back to bed immediately and, how do you say this? It's kind of like compensate for my lack of sleep, which is obviously not a good thing to do. So I tried to get a good night's sleep and immediately my sleep score went from 30 all the way to 100. So that's impressive. It's kind of life-changing to see that sleep is so important and not much emphasis has been given to it. And Samsung also partnered with an organization. I'm not sure if it's an organization or a foundation. It's called National Sleep Foundation. So they've also included a lot of content on how you can improve your sleep right at the bottom of the Samsung Health app. That's amazing. And yeah, sleep is important. And this watch actually told me to sleep properly. And sleep is not only important to you, but important to how you affect everyone else around you. So what I mean by this is that if you have lack of sleep, then your cardiovascular diseases will start popping out everywhere. So you might get coronary heart disease, and it might also lead to higher blood pressure and inability to focus at work, and it will negatively affect your emotions. So you might lash out on other people for the smallest of things. So yeah, I don't want that to happen. So this watch is important to me right now for some reason because of sleep. And one more new sensor that came along with the Galaxy Watch 3 is ECG, or EKG as some might call it. What this means is electrocardiogram, but its function might not be available worldwide right now because it is a function to sense your blood pressure. Its implementation is similar to the Galaxy Watch Active 2, so you still need to wear the traditional cuffs to calibrate the ECG or EKG on the watch itself. But to enable that feature, Samsung has to first get clearance or approval from the state's government or their country's government. It's not an easy thing. Currently, the Galaxy Watch Active 2's ECG is only usable in South Korea and US. It's still in the process of getting approval. As far as I know, they just got approval, but I'm not sure when that feature is going to roll out. And as for Malaysia, I'm not sure when this feature is going to come or if it will even come to Malaysia. We can only hope, and I hope that they will come soon. And this Galaxy Watch 3 is also great for productivity. So it has the ability to control a total of 3 things from your phone. Firstly, you can control your music. Secondly, you can control your phone's camera. And thirdly, you can control your PowerPoint slides. So the first 2 features here aren't exactly new. So you can control your music on your phone. So if you have Spotify, you can even control your Spotify music directly on the watch itself. And then if you want to control your phone's camera, actually I didn't even know about this, but there's an app in the Galaxy Store. Just download it, install on the watch, and then you can straight away control your phone's camera. But that feature is only usable for smartphones starting from the Galaxy S9 onwards, I think. Not too sure, but I'll show you a screenshot here again. And the last feature, to control PowerPoint slides, that is something new on the Galaxy Watch 3, and I really like the way that Samsung implemented it as well. So what you do here is to pair with either your PC or your smartphone, and then this watch will become your PowerPoint clicker. So you can go to the next or previous slide, or just press play and then have the timer to automatically switch your slides when the timer runs out. Or you can just use it as a trackpad. So this watch can become a trackpad, and then you can just roll around on the screen, and then your mouse cursor will move on the big screen. And as for the battery life, well, the Galaxy Watch 3 can last for about 3 to 4 days depending on how you use it. For me, I'll use it at 50% brightness with always on display turned off, with constant heart rate monitoring turned on, and I also check the watch multiple times a day. So I would say the battery life is kind of okay, it's kind of average. If you want to use more features on this watch, for example, workout trainer, or maybe just tracking your location via GPS, then your battery life is obviously gonna be less than that. And one weird thing that I found out while using this watch is that I don't know when I'm supposed to charge the watch. What I mean by that is that, let's just say that usually you charge your phone when you go to sleep. So you just plug it in, go to sleep, wake up, plug it out and use. But for the watch, I want to track my sleep, so I need to wear it while I sleep. And I can't really find the perfect time to charge it. For me personally, I don't know, I think the best time is that when I get home from the studio, charge it and then wear it right before I sleep. I think that's the best time. And for the price, well, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 comes in 2 different sizes and 2 different prices. So the 41mm size is at 1,699 ringgit, whereas this one, the 45mm version, is priced at 1,799 ringgit. Well, honestly, yeah, the Galaxy Watch 3 is a premium smartwatch with a lot of features built into it, ranging from personal health, fitness, and even productivity tools. So, well, I'm really glad that Samsung did not lock all of those features with Samsung ecosystem only, and you can even use the PowerPoint controller on this watch with other laptops, so PCs and Macs included. And the price is obviously comparable with the Apple Watch Series 5. But that watch is only good for Apple users. So I think Apple also felt the pressure when Samsung announced the Galaxy Watch 3, because Apple just announced the watchOS 7 public beta with sleep tracking feature on August 10th, whereas the Galaxy Watch 3 was only announced 5 days before that announcement. And I would like to say that with that in mind, the market for smartwatch is alive and healthy. So overall, I would say that the Galaxy Watch 3 is quite a big upgrade compared to the Galaxy Watch, even though it looks more or less the same, but under the hood, it can do a lot more things. That's it. That's all I have to say about the Galaxy Watch 3. I'm obviously going to sleep with this thing. It might sound wrong, but yeah. And that's all I have to say about the Galaxy Watch 3. I like this watch. I'm gonna sleep with it. I'm gonna say it with a straight face this time. And yeah, for the price, you have to judge for yourself if this watch is perfect for you or not. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. We'll try to answer you whenever we can. And we'll see you in the next video. Presumably, it's about the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra.